Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. My name is Blair and this is The Freed Perspective. Okay, so unless you have been living on a island somewhere remotely, and you would probably still feel it then, you know that life has been kind of crazy for all of us recently. We're feeling more anxiety, more depression, just more fragmentation and just general stress in our life. And we're adjusting to a new normal. And mental health is something that is talked about regularly and more comfortably, and it's something that we all need to pay attention to. Well, one of the things that has been on my radar specifically is social media. And I have just been thinking that, I think there is more going on here that is affecting me subconsciously than I'm even aware of. So about 3 months ago, I deleted my Instagram, Facebook, and I was about to say Twitter, never had Twitter, and TikTok, just to see what it would feel like. And I took about 6 weeks off. Then I started getting back into it, and now it's been another couple months, and I have deleted it again because I am starting to feel that fragmentation and that stress that I was feeling before my last break. And so I can really see the correlation that it is starting to ramp up again now that I have gotten back on social media and I'm posting and doing stories and scrolling and interacting with people. And for what? For people to like and comment in, that or the next day, and then for it to just be gone. What makes me feel uncomfortable is that social media is the business of marketing people, all of us. We are either the product or the consumer. And we now know that these huge companies hire people who are engineers at big time casinos, as well as marketing experts and even psychologists to construct these apps to make them as addictive as possible. That is the entire point, is to keep you on the app, down to the color scheme, how you interact, how things move, and it's worked. What social media has done is marketed people and lives and products to get you to feel like you're missing out on something and you need to have this thing or look this way and join the rest of society. So basically, this has led to an extremely toxic environment of unrealistic perfectionism. And I'm done. And you know what? I feel I deserve to feel beautiful and fulfilled and completely okay with where I am in life, who I am, what I look like, without these feelings of comparison swooping in and stealing those human feelings from me, for all of us. And we don't even realize how much comparison is taking place on a subconscious level and filling up our brains with what these marketing companies are essentially doing to us. There are plenty of studies out there that show that constant exposure to these curated lives leads to feelings of inadequacy and depression and anxiety-related disorders. We were never meant to be exposed to everything and everyone all the time in the world. Having the internet and exposure to the entire world nonstop is something that our brains are not equipped to handle. It's overwhelming and unhealthy, and I think we can all agree on that now. Think about the concept of FOMO. Fear of missing out. That is something that is relatively recent in our lifetimes. And that has come from the internet and seeing people who are going out and adventuring and have all these friends or doing these, taking amazing vacations or showing their amazing house or getting, having more accolades or whatever's happening in their jobs. Like, you feel like you are missing out and you're just on this other side of the screen watching people live their lives and just subconsciously comparing yourself to all of that. It's a total mind fuck. One of the reasons why I deleted my social media recently was because I really noticed that I had been feeling unfulfilled and lonely, which is kind of odd for me, although I am living in a place where I didn't grow up and I don't have those lifelong friendships. It just seems more pronounced recently, even though I have so many connections online and I talk to those people every single day. When I wasn't, I was feeling those sad, isolated feelings. So I want to share a story that I heard from a girl online who was talking about quitting social media. And basically she said that there was, I'm probably going to butcher the story, but so basically it was about this wild pack of deer who were oddly gathering in this town during winter. And the people of that place were worried about the deer because they had just kind of settled there and they hadn't eaten and there wasn't any food. It was the dead of winter. So somebody ordered a bunch of bales of hay and they were like, yeah, we're going to give the deer this hay and do the right thing, right? Unbeknownst to them, hay is something that you don't give to deer because of digestion issues and all of that. It is not nourishment for them. So the deer did eat all of the hay and they were full, but unfortunately, a lot of them ended up dying because it wasn't the nourishment that they needed. And there was probably more to the story, but it's basically the same with us in social media. So, I haven't even been noticing, like, I'm doing stories, I'm putting out posts, I'm having all these conversations with people, and I'm getting this feel. It's filling in my time, filling in these spaces, and it's not, giving me time to process other things. It's filling me in. But when the dust settles and I'm not up there and I have this time to let things process, I do not feel nourished. I am not in a healthy mental space. And it has taken me these moments of going back and forth and deleting and then coming back to be like, hold up, this is having a subconscious effect. I really believe in being witnessed by people. And for me, I've been putting shit out online for years. And I understand that people are witnessing me, but it is not like when I'm talking to one of my close friends or I go have a gathering with people and we share these intimate relationships. I notice for many days after that I feel seen, I feel heard, I had this dialogue. The energy is different around that. The human experience is fucking messy. It's fucking messy, and we're seeing that everywhere. And I'm a mess too. Guess what? I am not a finished person, and I am working on myself every day, and it will probably be to the end of my life. Perfection does not exist, and that's what social media is making us feel like we need to reach this thing. So recently, since I've taken these 2 breaks, I've learned a bunch. It's an information-rich feedback loop within myself. A week into my first 6-week break, I wanted to check anything. I was checking my email. I was checking how many steps I got that day. I was like, let me go look at Groupon. Looking at just random apps that came on my phone because I wanted to check anything. It was like that dopamine hit of seeing colors or reading news or like what's going on in my zodiac sign. Just, it's that constant stimulation. And I guess it made me feel involved in the world, which is fucking false. So I'm on another break. I am on another break and it feels amazing. I did not close my accounts for Facebook and Instagram, but I deleted them off my phone and I made a post. I made a post that said I am out to mental health. I'm taking a mental health lunch break or some shit like that. Because it made me feel safe because I was like, am I ready to delete? What about all these past pictures? What about some of these people I don't talk to, but only on the internet? And I was like, you know what? It's okay. If I need to create some safety for myself, I'm going to make this post, put it on Instagram, Facebook, leave it out there, let people know. Not that I have no idea if anybody even gave it. Oh, wait, I do know a few people gave a shit because I have gotten messages on Messenger and I said I'd be on YouTube. But I hadn't decided if I'm going to close it fully yet. I'm not checking it first thing in the morning. I'm not checking it before I go to sleep. I'm not solidifying that comparison. I'm getting up. I'm going straight to do my yoga video on YouTube, which I love. I'm able to concentrate on tasks that I want to get done that make me feel better later, rather than breaking up my day, even for that quick minute of checking something. And there's a sense of space and calm. Like I'm calming my nervous system, which is what this whole thing is about. Like, especially during these intense freaking times on this planet, calming your nervous system. I'm not saying it fixes everything in life. It's not supposed to fix everything in life. And you know what I love about this crazy experience is that it's about the contrast. It's about the ups and downs. And that is just what it's going to be. So I am not trying to be like, oh, it's just positive Polly and this fixes everything. Fuck no, it doesn't. But it gives you more space to feel your feelings, notice things within yourself, to be able to say no, cut out the noise, start undoing the comparison, the thief of joy in your head, and rewire your brain. I don't want to become the person that social media is telling me to be, or the world is telling me to be, or anybody outside of my compass, other than a therapist. No, but seriously, like, I'm always open to feedback, and that's what I value so much about these real relationships that I'm starting to cultivate on the outside, and that I want more of. I want to be who I feel and know that I am on a deeper level. not based on what other people are saying, their opinions, what they're wearing, what they're buying, what my zodiac says from 15 different, astrologers, or what clever reflections people have constantly on just everything. It is just nonstop information that is coming in. But if you are able to get quiet, there is some major information that comes from your own intuition. And it becomes harder and harder to listen to that as we're giving away all this attention. It's based on me, and it's based on you and your inner landscape, and not my ego of putting out content or commenting on everyone's posts, or even feeling obliged, like I have to say happy birthday to every person because it's showing up online. Like that can feel like pressure, even though you're making other people feel good and they express that. But at what cost am I investing in more of these little things that are eating away at my real life that is immediately around me and things I could be progressing in? Right now, like present time is the only moment that we have. And what brings us the most joy in our lives are feeling happy with ourselves at the end of the day and having better relationships. So nurture all of that. It's hard to undo this. It is an unlearning. I've been on social media since 1999. I'm talking nonstop. Friendster, MySpace, and then Facebook started in 2003 when I was in college. That's a long fucking time. That's decades that I have been up there. So I am having to rewire my brain. And even if it's only been a year, you're going to have to unlearn these dopamine hits and the stimulus that you are getting on a daily basis. I love YouTube. I have not found that to be something that I feel is unhealthy. So I will continue to do that. And as far as making these videos, I have found myself over the years very stressed out. Like I said before, like trying to make it perfect and the thumbnails and the captions and the descriptions. I'm not going to let that happen anymore because it's too serious. We're taking life too seriously. We're taking social media too seriously. I don't care if it is your business. Even if it is your job, you are supposed to have an aspect of enjoyment and fun. If that is something that you are choosing to do for the majority of your life, and if social media is part of your business, then reflect on that. If it is causing stress in your life, it is not worth it. And it's not what this human experience is about. So for me, I'm going to continue these, but I'm going to do less B-roll, less editing, and I'm really just going to pay attention. And you'll find out if I end up keeping this or not. I think I am, but we'll see. I'm open to anything. I am open to letting go of everything. I started doing minimalism in 2014, and I let go of everything I own and drove across America. If it's something that's uncomfortable, you're gonna get growth from it. I guarantee you. That is the circle of life. And I know we're talking about social media here, but a lot of people, including myself, have felt afraid that if I do this, it's going to negatively impact my life. People aren't going to care. I won't, what if I want to do something business related in the future? I'm going to become irrelevant because it's the 21st century and that's a requirement. And it's bullshit. It is bullshit. That is what has been told to us by marketing companies. And I disagree with it. And if you know anything about me and my spiritual beliefs, I believe in a quantum universe and that it is ever changing and that I have a say in this. And I'm not going to give my power to these outside companies or people who have also, essentially drank the Kool-Aid like we all have. And I'm going to try something different. That is my opinion. That is what's happened with me. I'm just letting it sit out there for now. I don't give a shit about it. I'm going to continue on this path. And I challenge you to do a social media detox. And if you have any inkling of feeling that, hey, maybe this is messing with me. I am feeling, maybe you've had depression forever. But if you are a resident of Earth, which you are, then you're probably feeling it even more so. And you just need to be easy on yourself. And guess what? It is always going to be there. It is always going to be there. And that is something that I had to learn is if you pull yourself out, you can stop everything in your life. I've seen other people who have quit social media for years and come back. They're like, it was always there. It didn't take away anything from my life. If you're feeling mentally unhealthy, I fully support doing a social media detox, even if you feel like you're not on it that much, because I am not obsessively on it at all. and my intuition is telling me that it's affected me. If this is resonating with you and you need support or just want to talk about it or share what you've been going through, please feel free to interact with me in the comments. I have a very small channel, hardly anybody comments, so I am free to interact without getting stressed out. Thank you very much. I would love to hear about anybody who has tried this or has completely deleted it or any kind of fears that you may have. So anyway, all right, that's my video. Let me stop talking. My name is Blair. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the ever-living shit out of all of y'all, and I'll see you later. Bye.